Hi, katzcradul here. I just finished listening to, well, it's still going on actually. I just had to stop because I just had to come make this video. I was watching Wide Awake News with Charlie McGrath, and his guest tonight was Pollock. And he said something, and I'm like, yes, that's exactly the word I've been trying to think of, and now I get it. So let me go back just a little bit. I have a subscriber today who said, you know, I've been looking at some of the food I have stored and some of the food in my pantry, and I recognize that some of it is junk and that it's probably loaded with GMO. She said, I heard you say in your video one time that you don't buy anything made by Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Nestle, or Kraft. She said, is it because it's made with GMO? And I answered her back and told her, yes, that's part of it, that these huge mega corporations, these food corporations, are in bed with big-agri. And of course, you know, big-agri is in bed with big-pharma, because if they can get you to eat this garbage and make you sick enough, then they're going to send you to the doctor, and he's going to give you all these pills that will not heal you. They will mask the symptoms of whatever you're experiencing, but they're not healing you. And the way we can heal ourselves is with good food. I cannot believe I'm saying this, because I'm as far from the person who would have said, from a person who would have said that 10 years ago. I just wouldn't have. I would have been the kind who said everything in moderation. But I'm not saying that now. I'm singing a different tune, and it's only been probably in the last 6 months that I totally get it. Well, I'm sure I don't totally get it. I understand it a lot better than I did before. I understand the web, the connection between these people, from the big chemical agribusinesses to the food business to the pharmaceutical business, and even their tie-in politically to our system. But yes, that's true. I don't eat Kraft products, Coke, Pepsi, Nestle, and now I will add Procter & Gamble products, General Mills, Kellogg's, Unilever, Johnson & Johnson products, and Mars products. That same subscriber sent me this amazing chart. I had seen it once before, but it was a long time ago and before I was truly awake, so I didn't quite know what I was looking at. But if you click anywhere in this chart, I'm going to post the link below. Like if I click right here, this is all the little arms coming out from Kraft. You can blow it up and you can move it over. And so I can go down here and see that Kraft owns all these brands. You know, all these up here in this top left quadrant. But some you may be most familiar with are Cheese Whiz, Jell-O, Cool Whip, A1, Bullseye Barbecue, Kraft Mayo, Miracle Whip, Planters, Ritz, Wheat Thins, Triscuit, Kool-Aid, Velveeta, and then all these drinks up here, A1, Welch's, Canada Dry, Suncrest, it just goes on and on. Oreo, Teddy Graham, Fig Newton. Some of the companies, oh, look at this, Gerber baby food down here, owned by Nestle. Some of the things are pet food. Some are down here. We've got even Nestle owns Ralph Lauren, Yves Saint Laurent, Giorgio Armani, Clairol, Olay, CoverGirl. So even we've got a lot of cosmetic and hair coloring kind of things. And then Johnson & Johnson down here, we've got some medical stuff, lots of oral stuff, lots of gums. That's very interesting. Gums and mints and candies and all kind of things that are loaded with aspartame. But down here from Johnson & Johnson, we've got Sudafed, Tylenol, Listerine, some personal care products. Green Giant is owned by Kellogg. Quaker Oats, good wholesome food, right? Owned by Pepsi. They've even got some restaurants here. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC, that's owned by Pepsi. Well, guess what? I'm not buying any of it. Dawn dish soap, owned by Procter & Gamble, Gain, Joy, Ivory, Downy, Zest. I'm not buying any of it. The only thing right now that I saw that I buy on this page is I occasionally buy, one of them makes a toilet paper. Which one was it? I don't mean to make you dizzy here. Oh, Charmin is owned by one of them. I buy that. And the only soda that we have drank in the last couple of months is Sierra Mist, because it doesn't have any high fructose corn syrup. It has regular sugar. But I found out that it is owned by Pepsi. So I guess we'll get rid of that too. Anyway, one of the word that Warren Pollock, the guest on Krabby Dog's Tricks, that's Charlie McGrath, by the way, that's his YouTube name. Warren Pollock was his guest on there tonight, and he told Charlie, he said, I've lost so much weight lately, he said, because I'm making my own food. I'm not buying ready-made food. I'm making it myself. And he said, the weight's just fallen off of me since I have given up corporate food. And that's going to be our new word. That's going to be my new word, corporate food. I'm giving up corporate food. I don't want the corporations feeding me. I want to make my wheat thins myself. I want to make my crackers myself. I want to make more tortillas myself. I don't need them to do it. Is it going to take a little reorganizing of my life and a little planning when I go to the grocery store? It certainly is. But it's worth it. I'm going to get this garbage out of my system. Anyway, don't look for me to be perfect, and you don't need to zing me every time I show you a recipe that has something wrong in it. I know if it's wrong, but I'm trying. I'm going to try to get rid of as much of this garbage as I can. Anyway, take a look at this chart. It'll make you sick at first, but then a feeling will well up in you, I feel confident, where you'll say, you know what, I don't have to eat this. They're selling me this cheap food, and I use that word, nothing's cheap these days, but they're selling me this fast food that I can stick in my family and keep us going, you know, because we're all so busy and our lives are so harried, but might want to reconsider. Anyway, take a look at this chart and tell me what you think about it. No more corporate food for me, so that's all for now. Cat's Cradle.